Howdy guys, welcome back once again to the Let's Play, and today guys, we are going to be doing something kind of cool, although we've done something similar recently on Hermitcraft, and that is creating an Elytra Course. However, unlike the one on Hermitcraft, we're going to build this one with some redstone functionality. Well, the Hermitcraft one does have redstone functionality, but not quite to the extent this one will hopefully have. So this is going to be a pretty big project. This might be a little bit of a long-term one, but it should be pretty cool. First thing we have to do with any Elytra course, we have to scout out the area to figure out where we want to go. So I've been looking around here, looking at some of the interesting areas, and it's a lot of like flat areas. So we have, like the swamp here, we got, forest over here, desert over here, but we got some mountains just north of Zera. So I'm going to check those out and see if we can find a good spot to put this thing. Now, I want this thing to be an aerial Elytra course, so in the air, obviously, aerial, air. Get it? Yes. Okay. And then, yeah, basically I want to be able to keep score as we go through the various rings, which is going to be kind of tricky. I haven't actually seen this done before in survival yet. I'm sure somebody's probably done it, but I personally have not seen it. Let's just wait until the sun goes down here. But yeah, the trick is to, like, how do you capture score from something that doesn't have redstone connected to the ground. So that's the problem we're going to have to solve today, basically. We're going to have to figure out how we can get signal down from a ring that's isolated in the air to the ground, and then somehow, I guess, centrally locate it, and then count the number of rings we've gone through. And I'd also like some type of like visual indicator, perhaps, on the rings, as well as the sound indicator like we had on the Hermitcraft Elytra course that we started with Iskall. So yeah, we'll give that a shot here. I'm gonna go ahead and wait until nightfall. Looks like it's just about there. Yeah, it's just about there. Sun is setting on our world right now. I'm gonna grab a few more ender pearls because we might need that. So yeah, there we go. Got that down. Anything in here? Oh yeah, wither skull. That's cool. And a good pickaxe. Dang, I got some good stuff now. I gotta do some organizing and stuff later on. All right, let's go ahead and dream of creeper. No? Now we dream of creeper. Now we dream of creeper. Okay, here we go. So let's see if we can find a good spot here. Once we get out here, yeah, let's go ahead and take our Elytra launcher out. And of course, we're going to eat something beforehand. And so we'll just head on up to the top. And if we look at this map, so that was the zoomed in map. If we look at the zoomed out map, there's also another area over here with mountains, and also one down here. So I'm thinking one of those three spots could work, but we'll check out the area north of Zera first. That's the first area we're gonna go to. So let's head out that direction to see what we got. We'll just make our way up here. What up, cat? All right, let's go up here and jump and look straight up. Down we go. There we go. Yeah, I love that multi-directional Elytra launcher we got there. It's pretty cool. Alright, so the first area is just over here. It's fairly close. It's actually like right here, this area. Kind of a mountainous area, as you can tell. A little bit of some dips and dives around there. Let's just land on top here. Take a look around. Some sheep up here. Bighorn sheep up here. I wish they had variants of like sheep and passive animals too. Maybe we'll add that in a future update. Like muddy pigs, brown chickens along with white chickens. Stuff like that. That'd be really cool. But this area doesn't look too bad. There's just this one big hill. It is close to the city right here. So it is close to that. Let's see. Let's try the farther area, the mountains in the distance here. So let's just jump off. Yeah, it's just that one big mountain there basically. So it'd be cool if we put like an observatory or something on there in the future. That would be really awesome. So there's our meteor, our space station, stuff over there. This will be the western part of Zera here. This jungle area. And then there's this mountainous area over here, which looks really cool. You can see here we have like a little area we can fly underneath right here. We got a lot of mountains and like valleys and stuff. Right here. Let's just get over here. Yeah, this looks like a pretty cool area right here, actually. Like a lot of mountainous terrain. There's gaps in the mountains too, like overhangs and stuff we could fly through, make little little targets in there. I think we go with this area, actually. This looks pretty awesome. You also have like a little flat area here, so maybe like we center it over here. What's in this direction? I think the ocean is in this direction, actually. Let's just make our way over here. Yeah, so this is the ocean. So yeah, seaside Elytra Course. Seaside mountainous Elytra Course. Could work, could work. It's not really going to be a course per se. It's going to be more like a time trial thing. With redstone. Yeah, I love that overhang over there. I think this is the area we go with, though, definitely. So let me see if I can find sort of a centralized spot. And so this thing has to be in the loaded chunk. So what we can see here, it has to be within this area. So maybe we make it like, you know, the center of it, like down here maybe, I think would be a good spot. That seems to be more or less in the center of the mountains. And then we can put like the rings up top. And in these valleys here. I think that's a good plan. So let me figure out a good spot to put the center of this thing, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I've surveyed the area, and I think I know sort of how I want to do this now. I'm just taking out some of these sheep here. Some of these mountain goats. Because I need to actually craft up a bed, because it's about to become night here. So I'm just going to do this real quick. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to basically tell you guys what we're going to be doing here. So I've decided we're going to put the center of this thing, the quote-unquote center of this thing. It's not really going to be a center. Well, it is going to be a center, but you'll see what I mean. It's just tough to explain, but basically we're going to put the center, quote-unquote center of this thing right down here. I think this is a pretty good location, sort of right in the middle of the mountains here. There's also, you know, some other structures that look kind of cool off in the distance here, like little valleys and stuff. We could, you know, fly down those with the Elytra. Would be quite fun. And there's a whole bunch of overhangs. There's like caves we could shoot through as we fly around, which would make it, you know, more challenging, of course, which I always like a good challenge. So that's right up my alley. And basically the idea with this is that we're going to have a nether portal. What is... Oh, I thought... For a second there, I thought that was an actual meteor. But that's just the tail end of our meteor coming down into 00. Wow. That was embarrassing. Anyway. Yeah, like I said, we are going to have the center of this thing here. We're going to have a nether portal in the sky up here, like directly above us. And that will be basically the launching point for this thing. So we'll have like a little nether portal somewhere in the nether we can go to, pop through it, and then we'll be up top. Now, up top, we're going to have some, not really redstone, but a dispenser that's going to shoot an item. It's going to fall all the way down to the start point, down... There's a cave here, almost. Down here. And that's going to activate a clock. And once the clock is activated, I'm going to have some lamps that are going to be covered by stained glass. It'll probably switch from red to green, indicating, you know, you go. And then, at that point, we'll go through an Elytra drop, similar to what we have in the space station. And that'll drop us into the Elytra Course. Now, for the course itself, we're going to have rings similar to Hermitcraft. But those rings are going to be attached to a dispenser that's going to drop an item from wherever the ring is down to, down basically a chute, but not really a chute that goes all the way to the ground. It's going to be like a three or four block chute that shoots the item down into a water stream below. That's basically going to collect all the items and come to the central point where it's going to be counted. And then... once the first item's timer, the first item that dropped to start the thing, once that timer has run out, it'll lock the hopper and prevent any other drops from coming through. And it'll also switch the lights back from green to red. And that will be basically the indication to stop. And then the rings themselves, I want the rings themselves to both make sound like Iskall and I made on Hermitcraft, and light up, so that we know which ones we've already flown through. And then I also might do like different colors for different courses here. I need to make a bed here, don't I? So hopefully that made sense. If not, it probably was just a bunch of gibberish. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I lost consciousness halfway through. But, yeah, we're going to, there we go. Yeah, there's a meteor heading for the Earth. Or Minecraft, yeah. What are you going to do? But yeah, that's the plan. So it's going to be a pretty big build. The first thing we got to do... is we actually have to, like, pick a spot. Let me just, I'm just going to have to use these oak wood planks. I don't have anything else right now. Let's just make our way down here. this lake is going to be a problem. And I think rivers and lakes in general are going to be a problem. But I think this is a good spot. I think like right here is ideal. Yeah, right here will be perfect. So we might have to actually like clear out this lake somewhat. At least in like a little section here. Because we're going to need a lot of redstone mechanics underground here. And a lot of water streams converging on this one area. But for right now, I'm just going to put this stuff down like this. And this will be our spot. Our central spot right here. So from here, what we have to do is we have to make a water stream. Actually, 4 water streams that head out in all 4 directions. And these are going to be like the collection points for items that fall from the sky from the Elytra discs, basically. So from here, we got to go out. I'm going to say, let's go out like 10 chunks or so. I'm currently on, I think, 16 render distance. Let me check and see. Yeah, 16 render distance. So I could go out 256 blocks. That seems a bit much. Let's go out 200 blocks in each direction and make a water stream at this level, which I think is 63. Yeah, 63. So we'll make a water stream probably one below this. So we might have to just lower... I might just get rid of this whole lake here. But we need a water stream that's uninterrupted, 200 blocks in each direction. So that's going to require quite a bit of digging and quite a lot of magic to make happen. I should also probably use ice and packed ice for the stream to bring the items in quickly. That would probably be quite useful. And then basically we'll have other water streams that feed into that water stream from the other dispensers and stuff. But those will be the main 4. So that way we don't have to have individual streams for each disc. So that's the plan right now. Let me go and grab the stuff necessary for that. I may have to go gather some stuff like ice and packed ice and stuff. But regardless, that's the plan. And of course, as with any big project, we gotta have stuff to do it with, basically. So, I'm grabbing a bunch of slabs. We can put these so that the items go underneath. And basically, we use these to make sure our water streams are properly aligned and stuff. Then we're going to get some water buckets. I'm going to take 2 buckets out there. I think that's a good amount. We got our shovel, Eternal Shovel. So, actually, I got the same name on Hermitcraft, except it's 2.0. Okay, that works. Whatever. We do have plenty of ice and stuff, so that will work. But I'm going to have to dig out the streams first before we think about putting down the ice. And let's see. I think maybe we might need some sponge. Do we have some sponge here? Oh, yeah, we got plenty of sponge. Okay, that works. And then, of course, we need some chests to store this stuff in. There we go. And we'll take a couple furnaces out there as well. What else? Maybe... I think that's it, actually. Boats, maybe? Boats could work? Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think this stuff should hold us off for a little while now. Yeah, that should be good. We also need fuel to melt the... to melt the sponge. Have melted sponge in the furnaces. That would be great. Hey, there's iron there. And gold. I'm rich. Alright, anyway. Let's see. So, there was something else I wanted to grab, and that was fuel. That's right. Fuel. So, we'll take some charcoal over there. Take a couple blocks, too. Why not? That will help us get back our dry sponge. And we're set. We're set. So, now we just head back out there with our little flight bow. Get that going on. And so I'll go ahead and head back out there and get a little bit more set up. I could also probably use a few more building blocks. So let's just, let's temporarily take out cobblestone. Just because that's cheap and easy to get rid of. So we'll take out some cobblestone and maybe make like a little area where our water streams can converge. Alright, so this is what it's going to sort of look like flying through this valley, by the way. So we have come back to the original spot. And here we are. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and put down some cobblestone here. Let's say we just start off with something small. Because like I said, I know the general idea of what I'm going for. I know it's possible. I just don't know exactly how to lay it out yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and make something like this. We'll go ahead and this is going to be like a little dam here to keep the water from flowing in. We might have to do this in some other spots too for the water streams. But overall I don't think it'll be too bad. So we'll have something like this and we'll have something, let's say like here or so. So this should work, I believe. Perfect. All right, so I'm just going to keep putting this down, and then we'll go ahead and use some sponges to clear out the water. All right, so these sponges are usually of limited effectiveness whenever you're dealing with water because basically it comes back like that pretty quickly. You see now we have all sources back, so that was useless. So basically you have to go in here and spam it. So boom, 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 boom. Get it before it regenerates, basically. Although it's kind of tough to do, as you can tell. There we go. I think we got this portion out. Yep, cleared out. Very good. And we'll try this one here. There we go. Spamming sponges. Pretty easy once you get the hang of it, but there we go. I think that's basically all the water cleared out of this area. Very good, very good. So now we can actually put down our streams and make sure everything is all nice and neat. So now that we're done playing Moses and we've parted this body of water, we are ready to start the water streams. Now, I've just thought there's a couple of different options we have with this. We have above ground, below ground, and are you freaking kidding me? Why'd you put it so low? So, that is the three options we got. Hello, witch. Nice of you to stop by. Psych! Get wrecked. Alright. Anyway, so, yeah, basically, if we put the water streams above ground, we'd see it from above. So, I don't want that. I don't want the water streams to be too visible. I'd like it to be sort of subtle and hidden. There's a skeleton in here, too. What the heck is going on here? Haunted cave, confirmed, right here in the extreme hills. So, there's a couple options. One, we could put it, like, right here on this level, which is one block below the water level. Problem with that would be that, yeah, obviously, it would still be sort of on the surface, but it would be a little bit easier to build. But if we put it a few blocks further below, I think it'd still be relatively easy to build, and we could still hide it like in the lakes and rivers that we will inevitably run into. But it would also mean that we have to bring up the redstone. So the challenge of bringing up the redstone signal from this level and basically translating that into, you know, lights and readouts up here, it's a challenge, but I think it's worth it for not having the redstone or the water streams visible from above. There will be some stuff visible from above, like when we're, for instance, like when we have the thing that catches the items from the rings. That'll have to be visible. There's no other option. But it'll be minor. There won't be a huge impact on the landscape, which is what I want. So I think we're going to go ahead and put this at this level here. So if we just put something like this, and I guess we'll go ahead and put like a special block here. Do we have a special block? Sponge will be our special block. We'll put it right here. That's going to be where everything converges right there. And the water streams themselves, I think, will be here. And they'll all funnel like into like a hopper system here that counts them. So I made it like 50 blocks before I realized I messed up. And basically, what I messed up with, I was going to put down cobblestone as the floor here. And I remembered it would probably be wise just to go ahead and put down the packed ice now, instead of having to break all the cobblestone and then place down all the packed ice. And then I also realized I was a little bit too high. I was up at this level here. But if I make like a too high tunnel, for instance, through these lakes and rivers, with like blue glass to make it blend in, then I'm going to want at least one block of water between myself and the blue glass. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to put it at this level here instead of what we had it at previously. So all fixed now, but yeah, just wanted to mention that. So yeah, forward and onward now, 200 blocks straight out this way. So we now have one of the tunnels dug out for our water streams, and the water is basically coming back this way. I dug this out 225 blocks so that we don't have to expand it in the future in case we want to put, for instance, more rings or something in the far reaches of this Elytra Course. But we still have 3 more areas to go, so here we go. 1, done. 2, done. Number 3, done. So we got every tunnel now dug out, 225 blocks in each direction. Now the thing we have to worry about is filling in the side blocks here. So like this needs to be all filled in so items don't escape out the side here. We also have water concerns, obviously, so we got water pouring in here. We got to make this so that when we make a tunnel here, the water stream on top of this packed ice is separate from the water surrounding the whole area here. So basically that means we got to put in glass. So I'm thinking blue glass because that'll blend in with the blue water quite nicely. So we got to get a lot of blue glass smelting. So that's the next step. Get some blue glass and cap off all of these, where all these water streams will go. So that way we can actually put in the streams themselves. So I gotta say, I love that there is no longer any flowing water next to glass blocks when they're placed underwater, but it does create kind of this weird surface underneath. If you notice when I place these glass blocks, it almost looks like there's a false water surface underneath the glass. But I guess it's much preferable to the old flowing water, so probably an improvement, I would say. But right now we're just building up the tunnel here. So we gotta build up the whole tunnel first with some of these blue glass blocks, so that shouldn't be too difficult. So we're just going to build it like this, and you can see I went ahead and put it, why I put it lower now, because there's one block of water above us, which will help to hide this water stream. So we'll just draw this all the way down this direction, just like that. And then we'll just go ahead and place down some glass panes all along the side like this. We'll have to do this everywhere we intersect the water, so quite a few spots along all four of these tunnels here. And then we'll take some sponge and run through here and make sure that no water source blocks are present. So let me get out my sponge here. I think these 9 sponge should do it. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. And looks like one more down here. And there we go. Done. So there's our tunnel here. And we just got to do that for the rest of them. There's a few more down that way I have to clear out. And then, of course, the rest of the tunnels. Alright, so we made some big progress here. We got all the tunnels done. So you can see the glass tunnels through all the water areas. And also, we've patched up any holes that might be on the side where items could slip through and not get into the water streams. Or at least these main 4 water streams. So now we actually have to place down the water. So to do that, obviously, first thing you need, water. So we're just going to grab a bunch of water buckets here. Fill all these up. There we go. And a few more here. That way we won't have to go back and refill them. And that's too much. Too many. Too many. Let's go ahead and dump off some pearls, which we don't need temporarily. Grab some of those back, and there we go. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So, I'm going to run all the way down one of these streams here, or one of these tunnels here. And let's see if we can get to the end quite quickly. So, here we come. And we're at the end, basically. Just go ahead and eat something here. Quick journey on the ice, I must say. Basically, the idea with this is that we just go ahead and place down a bucket here at the end, come all the way down to where this ends up, place down a half slab, and then we just place down another water bucket right here, and then a half slab right here, so the items should be able to just flow under, just like that, and then they keep sliding. You can see what the idea is here, so yeah, you can see exactly how this is going to work. So the item's going to flow from over there, back here, and then just continue on down this water stream like that. So should work pretty well, I feel. So yeah, we could also use signs for this, but I think half slabs on the upper side of the slab will also work quite well for this whole project. So that's what we're going to use. So let me just go ahead and get these buckets organized, get our half slabs organized, make sure we got everything here, make sure we put down the water on the right block and half slab on the right block, and this should take us all the way back into to our area where our water streams will meet. So we now have all of our water streams done here, as you can see, all of them with the half slab every 8 blocks, and all the water streams eventually leading to this block right here. So what we're going to do now is do a test here. So we're going to place a hopper down right here, and we're going to come all the way over here, and we're going to drop an item in and see if it makes it all the way to the hopper. So I think it should, but we just want to make sure and test. and see if that is the case. So we're going to use our flight bow. Going to fly a little bit of a way over this direction. And let's see, I think this is where it ends right here, just about. Yeah, right around here. Let's see, yeah, so actually the glass is right here. So we're just going to break this for a moment. And what we're going to do is we're just going to toss an item in here. Let's toss a couple buckets. We'll toss one bucket. We'll toss an iron ingot. And we'll toss a torch. And a chicken. Right down there. And those should be zipping along and make their way all the way down to the end there. Go ahead and put this back here. Water stream should go back to normal. So that'll simulate if we had like an item falling down into a stream here, and then it was transported over to the main stream, and then down this way. So I'll just sort of stand back here a little ways. I'll even move around over here for a moment. But pretty much those things should be in the hopper already. So let's just get onto some higher ground here. Is that cow floating over there? Almost, on the very edge of the block. That's pretty cool. So let's get on up here and head back. And we will see if, indeed, those things made it down. So let's see. We'll just swoop on in here. There we go. Okay, and there we go. Yeah, cooked chicken, torch, ingot, and bucket. Nice. All right, fantastic. So that is working now, guys. So we got our primary water streams up. And yeah, I think I'm going to call that an episode for today. We'll continue to work on this in the coming episodes and live streams. And yeah, that should be a good time. Get the portal up there, and then sort of plan out how we want the course to go, and how we want the redstone to be down here. Whole bunch of stuff still to do, but yeah, a good start with these water streams down. Anyways, guys, that is all for me today. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.